do, and the same effort and attention can go into it. So come along guys on my Babymoon. I was so happy and so grateful to have this experience. This is baby number 3 and we wanted to mark the occasion. So come along and join us on our weekend woodland getaway. Yay! Oh, hold on tight. Guys, hello, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. This video is actually from the future, from my future self. So we've been on the Babymoon and all, and this is me looking back, reflecting and editing the video. And I wanted to give some thoughts before you guys go in and watch the video. Here are my top 3 takeaways. So my first one is make it your own. I always encourage a little Babymoon or to mark occasions. I find if you don't mark the occasion in and around that time, it just passes you by. You always say you will do it, or that's what I found for personal experiences. So I encourage you all to do your own thing. All I'm seeing online are not to compare, but I see a lot of like sun holidays and sun trips and vacations of Babymoons, and like the thoughts of getting on a plane, packing the suitcase and the heat. I think if it's your first baby and you're super excited, go for it. If that's your type of thing, I would never have said no to a bit of sun. And I have, while I was pregnant with my second daughter Cara, I did go to the sun and it was the best thing for me and I loved it. It was so healthy and nice. So I have a whole vlog actually. And I was actually pregnant at that time, so it was brilliant. Now we went during the winter and it was a good time because it was warm but not too warm. It wasn't like real heat wave. So what I'm trying to say for the Babymoon, for this one we did just one night away in a nice beautiful spa hotel, and it was just the best to like take that time out to mark the occasion, do something, have afternoon tea, go for a nice lunch, just something intentional. I think it's all about intention. I'd really encourage you to do that because the time of pregnancy, like I'm in my 3rd trimester now and it's scary how quick it's going. So I think it's just such a nice idea and concept, this Babymoon. It's like brings back the celebration and it brings the focus onto the woman. We do so much like baby showers and gender reveals and nesting parties and christenings and baptism and naming days and all this afterwards, or their first birthday. So it's so nice to have. I think Babymoon should really be a focus on the woman, like celebrate being pregnant. Pick somewhere that suits you, suits your budget, suits your lifestyle. Who do you have to impress? Like, I think it's nice to show inspiration and take inspiration from others and like blend the two. If you like to travel, like why not do it when you're pregnant? You just have to do it at a different pace. You just do it slower. It's the same with traveling with kids. I've actually traveled with kids and babies and everything on the plane, and it's so doable. It's totally overrated, people, the fuss we make, and I made such a fuss, all the amount of research I did, and I was so, it's just a different pace. You just have to, you're not hopping in and off buses and trains and planes, and it's a different pace, and you just have to, a little bit of preparation goes a long way. And sometimes just stay by the resort. That's the best way to do it. Once you get there, stay. It's definitely a different pace when you travel with kids, but it doesn't mean you can't travel. And a lot of people are well able to put the baby on the sling, like a body wrap, and go around your city trips and do the exact same. So I think it's all a mindset shift. So I do encourage you, try travel, but always with pregnancy, like incorporate your rest and your nap time. Apparently your basic metabolic rate is 2.5 times faster when you're pregnant. So I wonder where I got that figure from, some random Instagram post, but please fact check that if you're looking at that yourself. But in and around that, can you see how much energy you're expelling all the time? So it's a different pace. So make your Babymoon your own. You can do so many different things. It can be a night, it can be a lunch, it can be a nice breakfast, it can be a meal at home, it can be a movie night, it can be whatever. It doesn't have to be 2 weeks in the like Mediterranean sunshine if that's not your thing. And actually, I would love a cold trip when you're pregnant. It would be so nice, like a snowy cold trip where you could just wrap up warm. I think that would actually be so much nicer. So that's another idea for you guys. Do something, because I thought it was very worthwhile. I did something on all my pregnancies, and it's nice to take that time, even if it's a spa day for yourself, or just getting a treatment, or going to get a pedicure, going to get a special type of wax. Ladies, if you know, you know. Or something like that. Like, it can be literally just a treatment, or like asking for like a birth preparation class. Like, that can be your Babymoon as such. it's nice to do it with your partner if they're involved, or if you're doing a single mom style, like make it about you and pamper and like celebration of what your body's going through. It's an accomplishment. So my second takeaway was, or thoughts, random thoughts, I was watching this other YouTube video, and she was saying how pregnancy is creation. You can be pregnant with a project that you want to do, and the same effort and attention can go into it. So we put so much focus when we're having another baby to look after. We put so much focus on our health and on ourselves, and suddenly we snap out of like, no caffeine. I still have to do a bit of coffee. It's one habit I didn't fully kick. I did the very first time, and it's like, oh, wreaked havoc on my system. Going from being a coffee drinker to no coffee. It's like, do it gradually. Or coffee alternatives. Yeah, like we take prenatal vitamins, we take supplements, you go for your what, you try to focus on your health so much. But where else do we do that in our life, where like you can be pregnant with a project that you're working on? And would you put that same, you wanted that project to come out and be birthed into the real world? Like, it doesn't have to be a human baby. Use this concept and apply it. Like, why would you focus so much on your self-care, your self-worth, your like prioritizing yourself in pregnancy? But when you're working on projects that are just as valuable outside of pregnancy in the bigger scheme, why don't you like put that same effort into your self-care? So she was saying, one of these life coaches I was watching, I hope I can find her channels. I'll try link it below. What she was loosely saying was, I'll try paraphrase. It was basically, she wanted to write a book, and she was so inspired by how pregnant women take 9 months to create life. So within 9 months, and she was procrastinating on her book for like a year or two, and just kept putting it off. And this has now reminded me and inspired me as well to work on, like, not to overburden yourself, like, yes, priorities, but also to keep a little bit for yourself, projects outside. You're not just a baby making machine. You're like still a woman, you're still yourself. So not to get lost in that whole motherhood either. So a little bit of balance. So basically she was inspired by how we spend 9 months to bring a project forth, to birth a human, that it inspired her to write her book much quicker, because she just saw that power of creation. If you put your mind to something, and bringing the masculine and the feminine energy together, and within yourself as well. So if you have any projects that you want to work on to like set up the masculine structure, so structure, time frames, and then the feminine creativity and flow, and to combine the two to bring a project forward. So get inspired. My last takeaway, number 3, was the exhaustion. The exhaustion, to give a bit of like trying to find outfits and packing up stuff. Just, I like that. I do secretly like getting the outfits and getting a suitcase and stuff together if you're traveling, but like when you have the baby with you as well, like Cara's not even 2 yet. Yeah, it was a lot of hard work. It's very different if you're just pregnant on your first, just energy wise, and like trying to be kind to yourself. So after this Babymoon, I'm just realizing 3rd trimester, it's like this, the first trimester, it's that intensity, and to take the rest. It's that feminine energy to rest. So I'd recommend going on a Babymoon in your 2nd trimester, because towards the end you just want to nest, or you just want to be at home, and you just can't compare. It's like sometimes you just want to sleep all day, and sleep is productive. Sleep is rest. Sleep is you're making a baby. So that's all I do all day, and stay in your pajamas all day. And my other takeaway was like really interesting. It was like actually we'll add this in number 4. Okay, we'll do a number 4. It was like the spa was fully booked. So do DIY like I did, like adapt and try. So I'm going to take that philosophy into the birth again. So I've had hospital births. I would love the idea of a home birth, and I'm a big believer in it. If you can do it, go for it, definitely. But I always questioned. I have lots of videos about labour, delivery, so I'll have to rewatch all them myself. And what I took away from the Babymoon was how I DIY'd the spa and still got the benefits. Probably even more because you do it at your own pace, and to what is it in the hospital, what is it from the home birth that you could DIY and bring into the hospital? Are there any philosophies? Are there anything like birth preferences you could do? So that's my last takeaway. DIY and adjust, like make life easy. So I went for stick-on nails again, and it was quicker. I really wanted, to get your nails done. It's the same, but DIY, make the most of what you have. The priority is kids or your time. Do you want to spend time going to the salon, getting your nails done, coming back? Like, is it a treat or is it a tick the box exercise? So it's just embracing those mindsets behind it. So I hope this video is inspirational, motivation, and to encourage you to make things your own and to prioritize yourself, and to remember that rest is also productive. Join me as I'm getting ready for a little Babymoon night away, a little Babymoon celebration. Just trying to find some outfits here. I originally had this red dress picked out, and it's so hard to find good maternity wear that's fitted a little bit and doesn't look like a tent. So I was delighted to find this lovely pink colour. Tell me in the comments below what you think. I was going to pair it with beige, or I ended up going with the white in the end. So tell me if you think the beige is nice there, because I might go back and actually get it as well. Yeah, really struggling to find good maternity wear that's fitted and designed well. So here we are, we finally made it. This is called the Druids Glen Hotel in Wicklow, and it was just stunning and beautiful. We got a lovely room. This is the bathroom. I had to show you the bathroom, all the lovely elements details. We were so happy with the room, and I was just delighted to get away and maybe just take a picture or two of my belly. Pregnancy photo shoot inspiration, that it doesn't always have to be a full-blown photo shoot. You can also go out and do your own, and it's just to mark the occasion. And my partner said something very insightful, that going to a hotel is like renting a lifestyle for a day or two. Isn't that just very, very true? I really loved all the little touches they had. The staff were amazing, so friendly. Everybody we met was friendly. But I just wanted to know all the little details. They gave us little samples of elements in the bathrooms, and then they also gave us something for baby Cara, and the carpets and the curtains and all the colours and the artwork. It was just such attention to detail. So I ended up going for the white cardigan in the end and the pink dress, and I paired it with these lovely Diamante little sandals I had. So no shame in reusing what you already have in your wardrobe. I just wanted to get a nice photo or two. Then we came after dinner, came back to the hotel room, and the spa was fully booked for the next day, so fortunately I couldn't get any treatments, so I just made the best of it, and I brought with me a cleanser, an exfoliant and a mask, and that pretty much is a whole skin treatment, facial treatment. So try that yourself at home. There's no magic formula. So many videos about how, I actually have one in this called The Ugly Truth about the beauty industry, and it says just that there's too many steps and too much fuss. Back to basic. There's no right or wrong when it comes to your skin. An easy routine is cleanse, exfoliate, put on a mask, or cleanse, exfoliate, moisturize. Yes, they say cleanse, tone, moisturize. I used Epsom salts on my lower legs, just to take out any kind of toxins, but be careful of that. I did it very diluted. Check with your physician first. And I did a hair mask, just pampered myself. So I inspire you to try the same. If you can't get your treatments or your beauty time, make the most of it and DIY at home. Videos in my back catalogue here on this channel about skincare and skin types from my beautician esthetician days. So this is a pink clay mask. Clay is absorbent and great for like impurities in the skin. I have more like a combination skin type, so it's just simple. Go with the spectrum to really simplify it. Either your skin is bone dry and it's lacking in oil and it needs nourishment, or it's very oily and congested. So those are the two extremes of the spectrum. So a clay mask, clay absorbs all that oil and cleanses out the impurities. Try exfoliate before mask as well. So this is me just wandering around the hotel and taking in the beautiful views. Highly recommend this hotel. This is the next day. It had fabulous facilities for kids, very family friendly. So I took my time with the boogie. And here, wandering the halls, the artwork was just incredible. Look at these brush strokes and the texture she was able to create. And just phenomenal. Like, pay attention to small details. Even in hotels, you're basically walking around an art gallery. It was so pretty. I went to try and get my spa treatments. We ended up using the pool. The pool was lovely. They had jacuzzi, steam room, and they had a cold plunge as well. All that Wim Hof is really encouraging to see. Like, that's more sea swimming and outdoors, but a lot of spas have a cold plunge. So here we are at the kids play area. So that was great to have that rest and just a little hour or two of play for baby Cara. Hold on tight.
I loved all the interiors, and in the bathroom, I know this sounds silly, but I was so inspired. I was like, I want a powder room just like this. The marble counter place and the lovely chairs. I was like, this is part of my dream home. I love this. I was so glad to make a little record of our trip. The hotel gave us like a voucher for another visit, and they have like sister hotels. Thought that was really good, and you could do that in like a beauty clinic or spa as well to like encourage guests to come back. So thank you for joining me. Check out some of my other content. I talk a lot about the spa industry, holistic living, motherhood, and many, many more things. So join me in my playlists, and I will see you there. Thank you.